The majority of your brain is fat. You can literally call someone a fathead, but it's still unkind. According to Psychology Today, 60% of human brain matter is made of fat. Tonsils can grow back after being removed. If you've ever had your tonsils removed, you probably assumed it was an experience that you'd never have to repeat. But as strange as it sounds, tonsils can actually grow back. If your surgeon didn't completely remove all of the lymphoid tissue during your tonsillectomy, then the tissue that gets left behind can regenerate. Sleeping in a cold room can help you slim down. Just a single month of sleeping in a 66-degree room helped increase subjects' fat-burning ability by as much as 10%, according to research from Commonwealth University. You're more productive in warmer spaces. It's not just in your head. Your focus does suffer when you're freezing cold. In fact, a study made to found that raising an office's temperature from 68 degrees to 78 degrees, reduced typing errors by 44% and raised output by 150%. More than 95% of passengers involved in plane crashes survive. If you have a fear of flying, it may be hard to convince you that plane crashes aren't necessarily as deadly as you might think. Although it's incredibly tragic when lives are lost, the fact is that more than 95% of passengers involved in aviation accidents survive. The National Transportation Safety Board even took a look at accidents that occurred between 1983 and 2000 involving more than 53,000 passengers and found that 51,207 made it out alive. Fruit snacks are made shiny using the same wax used on cars. Fruit snacks typically include ingredients like sugar, corn syrup, modified cornstarch, and juice. But among the gelatin and dye, there's also carnauba wax. If you don't know what that is, it's the stuff that makes the snacks glossy, and also the stuff you use to shine your car. A single cloud can weigh 1.1 million pounds. No matter how light and fluffy those cumulus clouds may look, they're actually pretty heavy. In fact, according to the SUM survey, researchers have found that a single cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. Scientists learned that by taking the water density of a cloud and multiplying it by its volume. The forbidden fruit in the Bible was never specifically an apple. Christian children are typically taught that when Adam and Eve lived in the Garden of Eden, they were tempted by an evil snake with an apple. And while the forbidden fruit is mentioned in the Bible, it never says anything about an apple. Some believe the prohibited snack was more likely a fig or a pomegranate, or maybe even grapes, olives, apricots, or grapefruit. You can use hand sanitizer as emergency deodorant. If you ever leave home without deodorant and find yourself rather sweaty, then check to see if there's any hand sanitizer around. While it's not a long-term solution, hand sanitizer can be used in place of deodorant if you're in a pinch. Sweat itself is odorless, but when it's broken down by bacteria on the skin, an unpleasant odor is released. The alcohol content in hand sanitizer helps kill bacteria on the skin, including bacteria under the arms responsible for body odor. Hand sanitizer, which contains approximately 60% alcohol, works the exact same way. Queen Elizabeth II has had the same body double for 30 years. You've probably never heard of Ella Slack, but you may have seen her. For 30 years, she's been Queen Elizabeth's body double. Before the monarch appears at large events, Ella walks, stands and sits everywhere the queen will in order to make sure everything is set up perfectly. She also makes sure that the royal will be comfortable and that photographers will have a clear view of her. Ella even dresses like the queen for rehearsals, but due to strict royal rules, she's required to squat over the throne instead of actually sit on it.